We've already talked about the Dremel Stylus, my favorite dremeling tool for my dog's nails. And I had mentioned in the Stylus video that I had used 2 other Dremels before trying this one. The first one I tried was the Petty Paws, and I don't have the Dremel to show you. I happen to have some leftover replacement heads here. It's battery operated, not rechargeable, so that could be an inconvenience. As I remember, I think it only had 1 speed. And my dog's nails were pretty tough, so her nails were actually grinding the stones instead of the other way around. But as I learned more about dremeling, this might have worked for us. I don't know, because back then I was trying to Dremel at the bottom of the nail straight through, and now I've realized it works better if you try to Dremel around the nail and get through the several layers of the nail. One good thing about the Petty Paws was it has a plastic guard to keep the humans from dremeling too much of a nail, plus it kind of contains some of the dust. Another thing that might be a plus about the Petty Paws is its low power. If you have a dog who is afraid of nail dremeling, this might be a good starter Dremel to get them used to the noise and the vibration. The next one I tried was this style. This one has more settings than the Petty Paws. Looks like it has about 2 low settings and 2 high settings. Not as versatile as the Dremel Stylus. What I don't like about it is it's not as easy to operate with one hand. I can't turn it off really quickly like I can the Dremel Stylus. And that's one of the reasons I like the Dremel Stylus better, especially if you have a nervous dog. But just like the Petty Paws, this might be a good starter Dremel or even an intermediate Dremel if you have a dog who's nervous about the sound, because this is relatively quiet compared to the Dremel Stylus. Matter of fact, let's look at them together. This is the lowest setting on this one, and this is the lowest setting on the Dremel Stylus. A little bit more of a high-pitched whine, which could be bothersome to some dogs. Unlike the Petty Paws, this is cordless, which is great, but it's a separate piece. Unlike the Dremel Stylus, which is all one piece that you put into the base. You have to take this apart to put into the base. And it's kind of tight going into the base, so it's a little bit of a hassle. And kind of tight going into the Dremel itself as well. And the base itself goes directly into your outlet, which means it takes up a lot of room on your outlet, as opposed to the Stylus, which just has a regular cord for plugging in. Now, while using a softer Dremel is a great beginner or intermediate step, another intermediate step or an alternative might be dog nail files. These are particularly made for dogs. I think this one's by Martha Stewart Pets. And this one, I'm not sure where I got this one from, but I like that it has an indentation because you can really fit the toenails down in there. And I have a video about filing already. This is a human one that works pretty decently on my small dog. If you have a dog with tough nails, something like a dog file might work better. Or you can make a heavy grit nail file. You can just take any type of flat, long object like this plastic knife, and you can stick some heavy grit sandpaper on it. This is the type of sandpaper that you paste the stairs. You can just tear off a piece that's about the size of the knife. Tear off the back and stick it to the knife. And you can file your dog's nails that way.